From making an immediate and shocking impact in his rookie season to earning 0 championship rings, this is why Carmelo Anthony's career was a complete failure. In the wild and unpredictable world of professional basketball, some players soar to great heights, defying gravity with their skills, and then some need help to stick the landing. Carmelo Anthony is a player whose career is often viewed as a missed slam dunk rather than a soaring success story. With an arsenal of offensive moves that could make your grandma jump for joy, Anthony burst into the NBA with sky-high expectations and comparisons to hoops legends. But as the seasons passed, it became painfully clear that his career wouldn't be a highlight reel of triumphs. Instead, it played out like a blooper reel of missed opportunities, questionable decisions, and an inability to keep up with the game's evolving rhythm. From his rookie year, it was apparent that Carmelo Anthony could score with the best of them. Fresh off his college championship with Syracuse University, he strutted into the NBA, ready to take the league by storm. But rather than continually impressing, he ended up leaving fans and critics wondering why a player with so much raw talent failed to make a bigger impact. We're going to take a deep dive into the factors that transformed Carmelo Anthony's career from a slam dunk to a missed opportunity. But first, in case you didn't know, Carmelo Anthony announced he is retiring. Yes, gather around as we bid farewell to Melo. With a career spanning an impressive 19 seasons, this guy could shoot, score, and make defenders shake in their high-top sneakers. Imagine standing among the giants of the game, touching shoulders with legends like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Well, that's exactly where Carmelo found himself in the record books. He managed to retire as the 9th scorer in NBA history. Only a handful of basketball icons, including the likes of Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Wilt Chamberlain, managed to outscore our guy. With a staggering 28,289 points to his name, it's safe to say the guy knows a bit about basketball. Carmelo had this to say in a video of his career highlights: "I remember the days when I had nothing, just a ball on the court and a dream of something more. But basketball was my outlet. My purpose was strong, my communities, the cities I represented with pride, and the fans that supported me along the way. I am forever grateful for those people and places because they made me." Carmelo will be missed by his peers. Just ask LeBron James, who said, "I just want to say congratulations, my brother. I can sit here and talk for hours and hours and hours, and I'm just so proud of you, man, and so blessed and humbled to be a part of your journey." So how did Carmelo earn the respect of so many? Well, he has a resume that boasts 10 NBA All-Star appearances and 6 All-NBA team selections. He played college basketball for the Syracuse Orange, winning a national championship as a freshman in 2003 while being named the tournament's most outstanding player. After only 1 season with Syracuse, our man Carmelo stepped onto the NBA stage as the 3rd overall pick in the 2003 draft. The Denver Nuggets knew they had struck gold when they landed him. And man, did he deliver. Leading the Nuggets to the playoffs year after year, he elevated the team's game and even snagged a couple of division titles. In 2009, he took them to the conference finals, breaking a losing streak that had plagued the franchise for decades. Anthony's basketball journey took him from the hustle and bustle of New York City, where he lit up Madison Square Garden with a career-high 62-point game. The Knicks faithful couldn't get enough of his scoring prowess. Then came his adventures with stops in Oklahoma City and Houston before finding a home with the Portland Trail Blazers. This guy was on the move, showcasing his skills and adding to his impressive points tally. He spent 2 seasons with the Portland Trail Blazers before joining the Los Angeles Lakers. Oh, and let's not forget his Olympic glory. Anthony has represented Team USA not once, not twice, but a record-breaking 4 times. He brought home bronze in 2004 and struck gold with the Dream Team in 2008, 2012, and 2016. So what happened? While his individual accolades and scoring prowess are undeniably impressive, the lack of team success casts a shadow over his legacy. Despite guiding the Nuggets to the playoffs every year from 2004 to 2010, Anthony's squad failed to make a significant splash. Sure, they won a couple of division titles, but the Nuggets fell short. Only once did they manage to claw their way to the Western Conference Finals, and that was early in Anthony's career. The subsequent years, marked by early playoff exits, left fans upset and wondering why this scoring phenom couldn't lead his team to greater heights. Then came the infamous trade to the New York Knicks. Despite flashes of brilliance, the Knicks never managed to build a truly competitive team around Anthony. Even in his subsequent stints with the Oklahoma City Thunder, Houston Rockets, and Portland Trail Blazers, Anthony's impact on team success remained limited. While he provided scoring punch and occasional moments of brilliance, he was never able to obtain a championship ring. His team's success wasn't his only issue. Basketball was evolving to a new era. While some players adapt and evolve, Carmelo found himself caught in a trap, unable to fully adjust his game. As the league transformed, placing an increasing emphasis on three-point shooting, ball movement, and defensive versatility, Anthony's game remained rooted in a dead era. His reliance on isolation plays and mid-range jump shots became a relic in the modern NBA landscape, where teams were built around dynamic offenses and strategic defensive schemes. The game demanded more than just individual brilliance. It demanded a willingness to embrace new strategies and adjust to the changing dynamics. As the league evolved, Anthony's shortcomings became more apparent. His isolation-heavy approach often resulted in stagnant offensive possessions, hindering his teams from developing fluid offensive systems and involving all the players on the court. This led to an over-reliance on Anthony's scoring ability, diminishing the team's overall cohesion and predictability. And what about his defense? When it comes to Carmelo Anthony, his defensive flaws stand out as a notable area of failure throughout his career. While Anthony had the physical tools to be a solid defender, he often fell short in terms of commitment and consistency on the defensive end of the court. One of the frequent criticisms of Anthony's defense was his tendency to get caught out of position or fail to provide adequate help defense. Whether it was a lack of communication, slow rotations, or an overall lack of defensive awareness, these setbacks opened up opportunities for opponents to exploit the defensive vulnerabilities of Anthony and his teams. Opposing teams often targeted Anthony on defense, recognizing his weaknesses and exploiting matchups that would put him at a disadvantage. His slower foot speed and struggles in keeping up with agile perimeter players made him a liability in certain defensive situations. Throughout his career, Anthony faced criticism regarding his leadership abilities and his ability to encourage team chemistry. Reports of clashes with coaches, disagreements with teammates, and a reputation for being a difficult teammate surfaced during his time in the league. These issues created a perception that Anthony was not always able to effectively lead and unite his teams toward a common goal. Carmelo Anthony's career stands as a cautionary tale of unfulfilled promises and missed opportunities. While he dazzled fans with his scoring prowess and earned individual awards, his journey in the NBA ultimately fizzled out like a deflated basketball. With no championship rings to adorn his fingers, an aversion to adapting his game to the evolving NBA landscape, and inadequate defensive efforts, Anthony's career stands as a complete failure, a symphony of missed shots and defensive lapses that leaves fans wondering what could have been. In a league where greatness is measured by team success, Anthony's career is a jigsaw puzzle missing the crucial piece that would complete the picture of greatness. Let this be a reminder to future players to always adapt and conquer. From earning 0 championship rings to making an immediate and shocking impact in his rookie season, this was why Carmelo Anthony's career was a complete failure.